Welcome back. There is a live look outside from the Oregon coast, pretty socked in from that vantage point there from our In It Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. If you want this school year to be the best yet, our next guest says now is the time to set the intention for success. Here to explain more, we welcome neuroscientist Dr. Nicole Tetreault. It is great to see you.
It's so lovely to see you.
Really exciting and very busy back to school season, but we can get our kids involved in setting these positive intentions for the year.
Absolutely. The beginning of the school year is a great time to center our mind as it being a new beginning. When I was in fifth grade, I had this one teacher that said, this year it's a fresh start. And when we have that, that allows for that growth mindset for us to take on new identities and roles and really try new things out. And really, when we can start that new year on that new track as a new beginning, it frees us up.
So something really fun like a vision board we could do with the kids to get them kind of all on the same path with us?
Absolutely. And it could be a fun activity where they can put together their hopes and dreams. Maybe it's their first time of the school year where they can try out for the play or a certain type of sport, and really kind of helping them map out what a positive, engaged school year would look like rather than it being dreadful.
I love that, and doing it all together would be such a fun activity. Okay, what about managing the workload and all the transitions between school and home, making sure they're not totally overwhelmed all the time?
Yeah, and as parents, we're not overwhelmed all the
Yeah.
time. There's so much when you have to get into that pickup line, bring the kids home, get them ready, doing their schoolwork. And so, really allowing for breathers in their schedule with natural times for them to actually decompress. So if they can identify ways that help them relax and calm their nervous system, where it maybe just be that transition when you get home from school that you get an afternoon snack or you get to take a walk around the block before they start engaging in that heavy homework.
Absolutely. Okay, and then speaking of kind of those transitions and managing everything, emotions and expectations and making sure we're listening and they can express all those things.
Right. As parents, the listening skill is really key because, we think we know what's best for our kids, and sometimes allowing them in the educational system for them to guide us on what they actually need based on their individual learning styles, their individual needs, and also understanding what their natural strengths are. Really listening to their emotional states around things, especially if they're struggling with things like fear, which I like to say is, fear, fear really is the false evidence appearing real. And so helping them talk through what those things look like to get education to feel like it's something that they're engaged in, that they want to do.
Yeah, that's so helpful. Well, and then what about establishing some positive emotional connections with their teacher and their school community?
Absolutely. In the classroom and home and with the family, the number one way we learn is through positive emotions. And so, if there's that positive emotion happening while a child is learning, that allows for the learning to stay in. You get that positive reward of dopamine, where we also know that when children aren't allowed that positive association with learning, they have a negative association, and it actually inhibits their capability to learn.
That makes a lot of sense. And then another thing that we got to keep track of is the screen time and the devices and making sure they can get a good night's rest away from all those blinking lights and everything.
Yes, having time where they are away from their screens for at least 2 to 3 hours before they go to bed is critical, because the light can actually affect our pineal gland, where we release neurotransmitter melatonin for us to sleep. And if that gets delayed, then going to sleep is going to be really challenging. And then they're going to be tired the next day for school. We also know that having like 8 hours of sleep every night is a really good way, especially 8 to 10 for children, where you allow that memory consolidation to happen. You clean up the brain, and the brain gets really healed during that time.
Well, and we can set all these great intentions now and then check in throughout the year, right? Later in the semester, see where we're at, and then make some adjustments if you need to.
Yeah, and a mid-semester check-in is key because it always starts out really great and then we start to see where things fall apart. And that's where you know when you could bring in different supports or try different ways to always keep that growth mindset going, where children are working toward trying hard. They're in that state of resilience and building from skills.
Yeah, best year yet. We can do it if we set the intentions now. Hey, thank you so much. It was great to see you.
Great to see you. Have a great school year.
Thank you so much. Okay, we will have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.